Hello, LinkedIn. Hello, Instagram, um, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are. Welcome to another Tuesday Talk, where the topic for this week is you don't need a resolution. Yay! If you've been here with me previously on other Tuesdays, welcome back. And if it's the first time you are here, um, welcome. I normally talk about two topics. One is landing higher profile roles, whatever higher profile it is for you. And second one is creating higher impact roles. Perhaps if you are in the C-level positions and you want to make a transition out or do something in conjunction with your current roles. Both of them is about doing something more, basically tapping into your potential, never feeling stuck where you are. If you feel you deserve more, there are ways to get there. I believe this part or the topics that I talk are the missing parts of an MBA. MBA program, 80 to 100K, will tell you how to do the job as a senior manager, as a C-level CXO, as I call them. It doesn't tell you how to get there. And I think that's a gap in where we are. And I believe our corporate construct needs a little bit of refreshing. So if we find good people that they are really good at their job and give them the tools to land these roles, higher position roles, then they can get there and change the entire construct and the corporate land. That's basically the reason I started to do this in conjunction with work that I do, which is business transformation and business agility. Yeah, that's the reason. Normally, these talks on Tuesday follow a specific structure. First, I talk about a topic or concept, then I'm going to give you a real life example, either from myself or my clients or past students. And then I always make an invitation to do something as the next step. What's the point of learning a topic or a concept and get inspired and hopefully activate it? And then there's no next step and you're left to your own devices. Not cool. At least not for me. So today's topic, because it's New Year and everyone is doing resolutions, or those who have given up on resolutions, they're not doing them, is this. You don't need a resolution. You need something else. What you need is a strategy, a longer term. Resolution is for school kids, when they can see only 1 year ahead of them and they have only one job to pass this year and go to the next one and pass that one. You have only 1 year, and on the level you are and the roles that you are going for, you need a career development strategy defined and drawn by yourself for yourself. You're planning to go for those roles. This is something that you need to deliver and execute on strategy. So you may as well do it for yourself. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how many people, even there are that are in senior positions, or the ones that they are really good at their jobs. I call them seasoned professionals. When I ask them, okay, what's your longer term goal or aspiration? They give me, oh, I don't know if I want to be this or that. Or next question is that, what's your first milestone for 6 to 12 months? There is no concrete answer. No judgment, but it just shows it's a gap. It's something that is missing for some reason. So let's do something about it. So in this conversation, I talk to you about a long-term strategy, and I'll guide you about the elements of it, what needs to be in it, and then you can start working on it. So first thing, when I talk about long-term strategy, I want you to answer this question. What is the long-term for you? Is it 5 years, 7 or 10 years, or even more? I was surprised when I realized for different people, long-term is different. For some, it's 5, for some, it's 10. And I remember when I was working first time with a coach in 2014, I was asked to write a 7-year plan. But to me, 7 felt so distant and I couldn't see it. And 10 was absolutely unbelievably just doesn't exist for me. And then 2 or 3 just wasn't the right thing. So, first question that I want you to answer is what is long term for me? And start thinking about what you would like to achieve in that period and what is the highest in the context of career progression. What is the role that you would want to go for? Make a note of that number because it's very important. I guarantee you, from my observation and my experience, from with anyone that has done this work, including myself, the moment that you write down the horizontal line and say 7 years, 5 years, or whatever that number is for you, the fact that you write it is the early stages of actually shrinking this period. And something magical happens because once you write what's the goal and aspiration, something happens that over time you'll get to that goal a lot quicker. Let me move us forward and then I will tell you what happens and how you can achieve your goals a lot quicker by having a strategy. Elements of your strategy are answering a question as where I would like to be, in what industry, what type of companies, what size of company, what type of products or services, what type of cause they support or they are aligned with, and a bunch of other things, size of team and other stuff that those are easy to imagine. And then next step after that, it will be writing down the path and milestones that you're going to have in between to get to that role, to that target. What experiences do you need to get? Let me explain. If you're someone that has been always in consulting firms, so you are used to going to a client company, do the assessment, come up with a solution, present the solution, sell it, then deliver it, and then create a success case, hand it over to the customer and come out. So you're very much used to case-based or project-based type of work, doing a fantastic job, but you don't have any experience of managing large teams, large groups of people. So you do need that experience to be able to get to your target role if you are aiming for CXO roles. Other way around, if you've always been in mid-sized firms and you have been managing a good-sized team, you do need an experience as a consultant to be able to kick off initiatives, move them forward, and deliver the result and close that case and create a track record for yourself. So having that experience as a consultant will make you be a successful change maker. So my point here is that once you decide what is the long term, where you would like to be in long term, you need to know what are the experiences that you need to get. If you've been in a product-led company, you would want to go to a service-led company or vice versa. You do need both experiences all the time. So write down all the potential experiences that you do need. The other thing is qualification and certifications. I was baffled with a number of questions that comes to me that should I go for an MBA? Should I invest in this extra qualification in the technology? No one can answer those questions for you because the answer for them, all of them are relevant. All of them are potentially needed, but not. How do you want to prioritize? Are they aligned with your goal? Do you have to do them right now or can you do them later on? Is there something else that you can do instead? So the best way to answer as where you would want to put your investment in for qualification and education is again by knowing where you would like to go. Most of the time, from where you are currently, you already have a lot of experience as a head of product, head of sales, head of marketing, head of data, head of engineering. So you already have mastered the craft. Now it's no longer about getting another certification on those stuff. You need to see what else you need in conjunction with them. And then decide, am I going to invest here or there? The decision making will be a lot easier if you have the goal and you have written all the things that you need potentially, and then you can make those decisions. The other thing that is very important in this conversation is the industry. I really want you, when you're looking at the long-term strategy, think of which industry you want to be. No one said that you have been in this industry and you have to stay in it and you have to retire in it. This is an old way of thinking. People that they've been 35 years in one job, and that has been the measure of success for them, because in the past it was valued someone is staying in one place forever. This no longer is the case. If you are in industry and you don't enjoy it, I invite you to start exploring before you write your strategy or as part of developing your strategy to explore other industries. Do not trap yourself in a city that you are born. You can do whatever you want. And I know this one from my personal experience. I used to think, I'm a software engineer. So I used to think being in trading platforms and putting my own trades and having lots of monitors and high transaction, high trade environment, big monies, managing big portfolios is a cool thing. So I, for a short period of time, worked in a trading platform in one of the financial services. And I thought, I'm going to love it. This is like cool. This is sexy. This is smart people only get there. And to my surprise, I didn't like it because it was very cold environment. Back then, I didn't understand the meaning of pressure, and I was really good at it. And both in writing the algorithm and also in making the business decisions, both. However, I just realized this is not the industry for me. And yes, it was using all my smart, it was using all my brain, it was using all my passion. It was just not something that I enjoyed. I still stayed in financial services, but that was not trading platforms, was not where I lived my life. If I didn't have that experience for a short period of time, less than a year, it would have stayed as my goal for a long period of time, for a long time. And then God knows how I would have felt once I get there. My point to you is that try different industries. And now that you are quite senior, you have a lot of transferable skills that you can move from one industry to another. And it adds to the flavor of life. It just gives you one extra dimension to be in multiple industries. Explore different industries while you are writing your strategy. So the things that I wanted to be on your strategy paper: which companies, which qualifications, which industries, what experiences, and generally what groups or circles that you need to develop or belong to or connect with so you can achieve your longer term goal, whatever that period is for you. Bringing it back to why you don't need a resolution. When you have your long-term goal and you know what you're doing and you're going to have your milestones to get there, well, what's the point of creating a resolution? You don't. You don't need it because you already have your long-term plan and you have your milestones, you have your SMART goals associated with them. You're set. And when it comes to the end of the year, you can truly just close the laptop and go with family and friends, traveling, and really enjoy life. This has been one of the biggest changes for me, that end of year wasn't the judgment day anymore. End of year was a time for me to just like really chill and close everything without judging myself that I'm not doing enough, I haven't progressed enough, I haven't moved forward enough, I still have a lot of outstanding items, but I don't need to anymore to use end of year for judging or assessing or retro on my work and my progress. Those things are seen and being taken care of, and now end of the year is just for relaxing and recharging batteries and disconnecting from digital space. And the last thing about resolutions and strategy and milestones and roadmaps, not everyone needs to have them. This is another thing that I learned, that not everyone, not all the time, we need to have a goal, a method to move forward, something to go forward. Sometimes wherever you are in life is perfect and you don't need to push yourself. However, if you do want to move forward, if you do want to get to higher profile roles, if you do want to do more in this world, that's great. Having this strategy is more effective than having one annual resolution, because it gives you a sense of long-term plan, and a strategy will give you a sense of calm and control and allows for change, which is what we need. All right, my friend, these are all the things that I have prepared for you. I'm looking at my notes, just a bunch of boxes and drawers. End of January, I'm going to host a workshop to exactly co-build your strategy with yourself, me, and a couple of other friends. And I would extend the invite to everyone that is thinking about developing their strategy, defining their milestones. And it's a 1.5 hour hands-on workshop. It's something that it's quite practical. It's a two-way conversation. You will be sharing the stuff that you have composed. I'll refine it with you. Other senior managers and CEOs, CXOs that are on the call, they will give you feedback or they share their observations. So that is the plan for end of January. Yes, when you come back to work and you realize you really can't be here anymore, that's the time to start strategizing for the future years. So stay tuned. The invites are coming out, and yes, that's it. Thank you so much for staying with me for another Tuesday talk. I'll see you next week, next time, same place, same time. All right, my friend. Take care. Bye.